We're good.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to Fated Friends, and this is podcast number 4, if I'm right, Jackie.
Yeah. It's been a couple months.
been a few.
It's been a bit of a time, but we're back.
I love it.
We're back for the new year.
We are. 2019 is upon us. I am
It's
very
weird to
excited.
be in an, odd number year.
Yes. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, what a
Okay.
year.
That's an understatement.
So much has happened.
Like, there's a lot to recap.
There is so much.
So, well, the funny thing is we're recording this, but like we haven't even caught up personally. Like this is like a personal catch-up session, and we're just sharing it with all of you.
So true.
So, who wants to start?
I don't know.
I have some notes.
Yeah.
I've been professional, and I wrote down some
You
notes.
are way more professional than I am. Oh,
Otherwise, I would have nothing to say.
I'll let you kick it off then.
Oh God. That put a lot of pressure on me. Okay, I feel like one of the most important things that happened in 2018, and you were one of the first people actually to know, was that I got into a relationship in 2018. So, yeah, little heart hands.
I love it.
So that was probably one of the biggest things that happened, and probably one of the most stressful but most rewarding things.
It's true.
There was... It was just... It was a whole situation. I mean, Annetta said she'd actually come on one of the podcasts, so if we want to actually really go into that and what happened,
Yes.
the two of us could come on and talk about it, if we actually want to go into detail.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Because there's a lot to cover. I mean, the thing is, it's all in the past now, so we want to leave it in the past and move forward, and we just had our 7-month anniversary, so...
Yay, congratulations.
Thank you. So that's exciting, but yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things that happened in 2018, because as I always joked, I was forever single and forever alone.
We did.
But,
we literally both are
yeah.
the same, weren't we? You said that I'd
That
say
was
it.
my branding.
Yeah. Yeah. Jackie Rose, forever alone.
That was it. But now I can't even use that. So
That's
that
so
was probably
true.
one of the biggest things. And then, let's see, probably the second, well, I could look at my list. The second thing I wrote down is that my family and I traveled to Italy. So that was like probably the second biggest thing to happen, which is great. I'm just going to list the topics and we can dive in. But
Yeah.
So that was the second thing. What else? It was the year of self and personal growth. That's what I had.
That, especially for me personally, that was a huge one.
Yeah, I want to hear what happened in your year.
Oh my word.
Too much.
Yeah. Oh well, where do I begin? Join us for part 5.
We're still going 2 hours later.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think like so much has happened really. I think for me, I think are we talking about now? Are we listing everything we're going to be talking about and then coming back? How are we doing that?
You know what? Just dive into it. You go first.
Yeah.
I did a little recap of my year and then you go full force.
I love that. So I think my biggest one, I think when I started 2018 was I was very much like, this is the year that I want to look after myself, my weight, that kind of thing, and my mental health as well. But I kind of didn't I say I kind of didn't really do it. I didn't really do it, if I'm honest.
Just be honest.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I actually found that because I went from working in jobs that were I was constantly walking around, constantly moving, so I wasn't, my weight wasn't fluctuating and it didn't get terrible. And I went to a job where I was at a desk pretty much like the whole shift in the sense I work.
So it's not a lot of moving.
No, exactly. And that's the first time I've ever done a job where I've stopped moving and just sat down at a desk for the entire shift. And I've just gained so much weight. I'm actually the biggest that I've been at this point in my life. I actually lost weight now, but but yeah, I think 2018 was actually, now I look back at it, I think 2018 was more of a things kind of had to not everything. The whole year wasn't like a negative thing for me. Actually, I enjoyed the year. I feel like there was a lot of life lessons in it for me. But I feel like it was
It needed to happen.
Yeah, like the lessons were setting themselves up for the entire year. It wasn't just like January,
Yeah.
bam, one day this happened, and I'm like, oh, I've got to wake up. It was
Right.
kind of like a lot of things happened. I've had some issues with my health, with my
Mm-hmm.
leg and stuff like that, which actually was misdiagnosed. I've only just found out about two
Lovely.
weeks ago. And it's actually not as bad as it is at all, and it's actually needs to sort itself out. But it's all
That's nice,
weight.
though.
Yeah, that's it. It's all weight related.
Yeah.
So 2019 is the year that I'm definitely losing weight because now I'm like, here's what can
Yes.
happen with the fact that I'm quite large. Um,
Yeah.
and then now I'm like, okay, I need to get that sorted. I, back problems as well. So when I went
Yeah.
to Heroes and Villains Fan Fest in May in London,
Mm-hmm.
um, I was walking around with one of my friends over here, and bless her heart, she's very patient. So
Yeah.
she would be like, okay, if you need to sit down, just tell me. We'll sit
Yeah.
down, rest your back, that kind of
Take
thing.
some
I was like,
time.
yeah, it's really sweet. But at the same time, I was very conscious of the fact that every like
Oh, I
10
would be.
minutes, I was like, I need to sit down. I'm
It's
really
like
sorry about
even if the
back.
person's respectful of it, it's like in your head, it's like, oh, like why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah, literally, and I got to a point where I had a really good time. Like when we had a
Yeah.
laugh, we had a laugh. Like it was so funny. Met some amazing actors from anyone who's around, like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl,
Like
Legend from
everyone there.
Tomorrow. Yeah, like so many of them were there. We had some
Yeah.
photos with them and stuff like that as well, and it was amazing. But I did go home kind of going, I kind of feel like I ruined that for myself.
Yeah. I
But
know what you mean.
yeah, I think one thing that I was very much like, I don't want to do, and I think this is one thing I really worked on in 2018, was
Hmm.
although I go through a lot of, or I feel like I go through a lot of stressful situations or stuff that's not great, I've now stopped myself from being like punishing myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, you
You're
know
like
what?
victimizing yourself in a sense.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh my god, I made it worse. It's all my fault, rah, 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 and put myself in
Yeah.
that kind of hole. I kind of was more. Now I'm more like, okay, you know what? Can't
Just be
change it.
forgiving of yourself.
Yeah, yeah, and kind of going, okay, what am I going to do about that now?
Yeah.
And now that's happened, and I've experienced that, so that's what I'm doing with a lot of stuff this year. Um,
That's
I
a big
think,
thing to like realize though and change.
oh, it's huge, and I think the what I like about it was that I didn't see that change coming, or
Yeah.
that mentality change. And now that it has, oh my god, 2019,
It's
I'm
so much better.
so ready for. Yeah, like I now know that this is going to be the year where I'm going to do a lot for myself.
That's how
Um,
I feel.
yeah, and I think that's the thing. I think I know oh my god, I've still got a video from November that I
Yeah.
mean my laptop broke, and I've got a gaming
True.
PC now, which actually
Ooh.
is so much better because I could do more stuff with it.
Yeah, it's gonna
And
be so much better.
yeah, there's so many avenues that I want to go down now that I've got better technology for it. Um,
True.
I want to get
It's gonna
back
be
into
easier.
YouTube and that kind of stuff as well.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know, yeah, I just feel like everything's now becoming full circle, and I can start
It's like we
putting
went through all the lessons
yeah.
and now can like apply it and actually move forward.
That is exactly it. That is exactly it.
That's how
I'm
I feel.
so excited for 2019. Like
So am I.
I've never been excited for a new year. Usually I'm just like, oh, it's another year,
It's like
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, now I'm like, you know what? I know what I want to do. I know where I want to be, and I know what I've got to do to get there. Or
Yes.
I've actually, and I've given myself a bit of a kick up the arse. I'm a bit like, you haven't
You
really
have to sometimes.
tried as much as you possibly could have done. And I acknowledge that. And again, with the whole
Yeah.
mentality way of thinking, I don't just sit there and go, oh, self-wallowing and that kind
Be
of
like
thing. I'm like,
that.
you know what? Accept
It
it,
happened,
own it,
but
move forward, and sort it out.
that's
And
just incredible. That's like the
literally,
best mindset to do anything.
yeah, because I just think
I'm
I
very
can't do
proud of
anything about
you.
it now. I know, thank you so much. I was like, I went to a point where I was like, oh, I've been on YouTube for ages now, and
Yeah.
every time I uploaded a video, I was losing subscribers. Not that numbers were a thing for me, but
But
I think I
still,
just
it
started
affects
noticing
you.
it. Yeah, so I started
Hmm.
avoiding my channel, so I avoided clicking on it. But it wasn't because
Yeah.
I was like looking at it in a spiteful way. I was actually going, I need to stop thinking like that and put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
And I actually
You need to
need
like take
to
a distance away from it to see
exactly.
it more clearly.
That's it. So like now I'm like, as you can see behind me, I've got new light setups now,
Ooh.
where this was
Fancy.
meant to be my front room behind me in my new
Yeah.
place, but it's
I
not.
forgot you moved.
Yeah, I can't remember. Was that last year? I can't. Yes, it was because it was my first Christmas.
Yeah.
I moved in 2018. I moved out of my shed. I moved. I call
That
it.
made me so happy when I
Oh
heard that.
my god! And yes, it was in March around my birthday. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I
Are
moved.
you
So
loving it now?
oh my god, I feel like I actually live in a first of all in an actual fucking sorry swearing in a mini building. I'll bleep that. But like
Monetization.
yeah, really, yeah, kid friendly. But I think that's the thing. Like now I feel like I've got not everything's not in one room, which is what it was for me. It was sort of
No,
like
yeah.
your
Right.
kitchen, my living room, my bedroom was one
Was
room,
just
and it was just a bathroom that was separate, and that was it.
that feels so claustrophobic.
Oh, one, I didn't realize how much stuff I had. So
Yeah.
when I moved, I made a promise to myself that I would throw anything that was I deemed as useless junk or I was just hoarding. Because to a degree, I was just
Just
hoarding.
yeah.
Um, so a
Just throw
lot
it
of my
away.
stuff got thrown away. Some of that I sold,
Wow.
the things I could sell, but a lot of it I
Yeah.
couldn't really because it was just sat there.
Yeah, just
It
get rid of it.
broke. And then yeah, so I then started playing around with space in here, and
Yeah.
I was sorry, my phone's probably going off, and I need to put my phone on airplane mode. I just realised when I just do that. There we go, perfect. So
My phone's back there doing whatever. So.
oh yeah, I can see it. So yeah, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have my own living room. But the thing is, and I think Jackie, I don't know if you're similar to me, but I
Yeah.
don't watch TV. The closest to a TV I watch is Netflix or
Yeah.
YouTube. I literally watch my
Yeah.
subscriptions because that's just how I
Like,
am.
I'll turn on the TV if I want like background noise or just like to casually watch something to eat with, but like
Yeah,
no Netflix or YouTube. I don't watch TV or movies.
I am exactly the same as you, and I
Yeah.
think that's and I've this kind of beginning of space of this year, well, the last 2 months, I went to myself, right, do you want a living room with a couch, which is what
Hmm.
you can see down here,
Like a
a
typical living room.
yeah, like a TV, I want to change the
Yeah.
flooring, this, that, and the other, coffee table, that kind of thing, or
Yep.
do you want a space where you can use as a studio? Still keep
Well,
the sofa and some bits and bobs. It kind of
yeah.
feels like a living room. And I just decided that I'll do that with a studio kind of idea. So I brought new
Yeah.
lighting. I've got a frame for putting up backdrops and stuff like that, but I haven't actually got the materials yet. But that's the next
Yeah,
stage I
but
need to do. And that's
yeah.
the thing. I think now, looking back, it used to be I'm off YouTube because I'm busy. I'm working all the
Hmm.
time when I come
Tired,
home and I
busy,
do have
working.
yeah, and I have free time. I'd rather do other stuff than
Yeah.
kind of go, all right, I've got to put energy into a video, then edit, which I use all my
Yeah.
night up, then I've got work the next day. Um, whereas now
It
I'm
seems like a
like,
lot when you think of it that way.
that's it, yeah. And I think now I'm just like, okay, I'm not actually off YouTube because I can't be bothered, or I'm like making excuses in a sense because I wasn't to a degree. I'm
Yeah.
actually more now like, okay, well, I want to have backdrops and I want to do that kind of stuff with makeup videos, and so that's what I'm
Oh,
kind of
true.
dedicating my time to. And I've nearly done it. I'm nearly ready. I'm going to upload a new video soon, and
Mm.
for after that, then record more here.
Yeah.
Because my schedule now allows for it, and some changes in my life, work life,
Yeah.
it
That's
allows
good
me
though.
to have the energy to
A little
have
bit more
home.
freedom.
Yeah, so it's just really nice. So yeah, I think that's kind of like the main thing really for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what else happened in my life.
You covered a
I
lot.
realised I full on rambled then, yeah, kind of like just took over that
Hey,
bit.
it's a podcast.
But that's me. Yeah, that's about
That's
me.
just me.
Yeah, so what about yourself? How was 2018 for you?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I remember you just said like a lot happened that needed to happen, but it wasn't a bad year. It was a really like positive year when I look back at it. It's just yeah, the biggest thing was the whole relationship thing because that. I mean, we can get into detail in a whole other podcast. That could be like an hour long.
Yeah, we
But it
should.
honestly, we should. But it just to summarize caused a lot of tension within my own family and her family, and things just got very stressful. And it was like a hard. Well, technically, this is the first relationship I've been in, so that's a learning experience in itself, just being with someone else. And then since we're all so close together and so connected, it was learning how to, what's what I'm looking for, how to like make sure everyone has their own space and feels comfortable, but then you're still connecting well with everyone else and keeping yourself happy is the first thing, and then making sure like everyone else is okay and fine. It was just finding the balance, how to balance every relationship.
That, I
It
think
was a lot.
that's the key thing, isn't it? And that I think when you have your first relationship, and like you said, we'll definitely like you're very comfortable with it going
Yeah.
as a separate podcast, definitely.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
is first love in a sense is really difficult to kind of balance your feelings and your emotions and how
yeah.
you spread out your time to a point. I mean, my first one was I was very clingy, not gonna lie, but I think the way
It's just how
you
you are.
that's it, yeah, and I've learned from that, grown from that. I've
Yeah.
grown.
Grown.
I'm grown. Um, I've never had
Don't know.
a But I think that's the thing. Like that was really like because obviously we private message quite a lot, don't we? So I think
Yeah.
that's one of those things where you know we were aware of some struggles and that you were going through with
Hmm.
regards to your relationship and that as well. But it was so nice then
Yeah.
seeing how I feel like you're a problem solver. I think that's why we got on really well. Like you're
Yeah.
faced with a
I
challenge or a
try.
problem, and you kind of go, okay, you know what? I think you naturally just step back, evaluate the whole situation, and then you kind of
Yeah.
think, okay, I need to sort this out, or not necessarily
Figure it
saying it's
out.
you that needs to sort stuff out. You know, other
Or
people might
realizing it's
need
someone
to.
else.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that's
Yeah.
a very adult, like a grown thing.
Yeah.
Grown, girl, you
No, because
grown.
I'm grown.
I love that.
No, because that was, I feel like, well, I have a list of what are like self-growth things. So one of the big things, like, I feel for me was learning independence, like coming into myself and just, I feel like I'm always the person, I'm just going to blame this on being a Libra. That's not fair, but we like balance and keeping everyone happy. So I always do the thing of you put other people first and think about what they want and make sure they're happy. And then when it comes to you, it's like, I almost didn't even think about myself. It was just like, I want everyone else to be happy because everyone's so stressed. And I was like, that puts a lot of pressure on me. And then I wasn't happy. And then it just kept like looping in these awful cycles. So it's like, I talked to a lot of friends. I talked to you. I talked to all my other friends. And they're basically like, you just have to evaluate where this new relationship stands, like how much you care for it and how much you love her and stuff like that. And then also with your family and relationships like that and just finding the balance of what you want because it is what you want and what feels right to you. So it's just kind of, you got to step it back and take it day by day and just live and then just see how everything plays out. But that kind of like toned everything down once I just started to chill out and like realizing that I can't control other people or what they think or how they react to something. It's just also letting go of that too. Like if someone has a bad reaction, like that's not my problem. That also stems from them, which is hard to learn.
That yes.
That like I can't fix what everyone thinks because that's impossible. So it's like letting go of that control and then just learning that I'm in control of myself and what I think and doing what I want and what's best for me and learning that, if that makes any sense.
That is 100%.
It's like setting boundaries really and realizing
Yeah.
you can't change other people and you're really in control of only what you do.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's the thing in it as well. When it's weird as well, especially when you're the other side now and you see it and you've experienced it and you know that that's kind of something that you've learned. It's actually it's a huge thing to learn, and it's
a lot to go through.
Like
and it comes to everyone in like different ways.
Yes.
Like if it wasn't this situation for me, it would have been something else.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot. But I feel like now we're in such a better place. Like
we are.
Everyone just kind of in their own space. I feel like literally like a majority of the world is just, even though there's a lot going on, everyone just feels a lot better and like a lot stronger within themselves.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah. Now you said that actually, that actually links up a lot of things that I've said recently. Has been more positive online and on the news, stuff like that kind of stuff. And unity, I think, is really.
It seems like we're all coming to like the same ideas at the same time, which is nice. It's like people understand what you're saying.
yeah. People seem to actually like take on board what you say as well and actually listen to what you have to say and as individuals. Yeah.
No, it's going on off your positive note. That's what I've been trying to learn too, especially throughout the whole year. Is like because I'm the type of person that likes to sit in my emotions and just be in them and really feel them.
Same.
So, like, that's a good thing. And you have, like, we're human, so we're going to feel. So you have to feel your emotions. But then it's also a thing of learning to feel it and then to acknowledge what you felt and then, like, learning from that and taking action with what to do. Like, not just sitting in it and then just wallowing in the feelings because that really doesn't do anything. But you also have to feel. So it's learning that balance, too.
That's so true.
But it's like, I think I was going to make a video about this, but I just, like, we'll talk about my break from YouTube. But it was also just like changing my mindset and trying to spin things to be more positive. Like, because I was talking with Annetta and everything about starting all these new projects, and it's like I used to just go into things and going into YouTube being like a I'm gonna fail already attitude. Like it hasn't worked out yet, so that's why it's not gonna work out because I'm going into it to fail. So that makes sense. So it's like learning to change my mindset and like seeing what I do have and the opportunities I do have to go out and try these new things. Yeah.
That's so true. That is so true. Oh my god. That is 100. Yeah, it's one of those things. And something that you and one of my friends here called Carolyn has in common is
Yeah.
that very firm believers, and I'm 100. I'm the same as yourselves. Of that, you know, if you have to believe that you're doing, what you're going to start with as a project or an
Yeah.
adventure kind of thing, that you believe that you're going to get somewhere with it. Because and
Yeah.
literally like what you've just said, I've stepped into things, and if something doesn't go well, I instantly go, oh well,
It's done. Gonna
done.
fail.
That's it. That one
Mm-hmm.
slightly bad result or whatever means
Ruined
the
it.
whole thing's gone. And actually,
Yeah.
it was my attitude that made me suffer on that project, not the fact that something failed
Whatever
in this
happened.
aspect. Yeah, and a very thing that I've heard a lot actually from my friend Carolyn, which I love
Mm-hmm.
when she says it because I'm like, oh, it's so true. It kind of like hits a reset button with me if I'm not ever stressed
Yeah.
out. Is the universe is very giving, and I know some people might not believe this, and
That's totally
everyone's
fair.
entitled to their opinions, and
Yeah.
same with myself, same with you. Um, but if you want something to happen in your life, you have to kind of put it out there. If it's
Oh,
really positive. So if I
law of
want to
attraction. I
say,
totally believe that.
oh my god, literally, law of attraction is.
That's a whole other
Oh
podcast.
my goodness, yeah. Like I could do a whole series of podcasts on this
I
one.
know.
It's the most incredible thing, and don't get me wrong. At the very beginning, I was very skeptical when my friend Carolyn said it. I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
this is
you won't take
luck."
it to
And
heart.
yeah, and then
It seems kind of
actually,
wishy-washy.
yeah, that's the thing. I think you can kind of slip into. I mean, I know stereotypically we say over here in the UK we're more negative than we look like
Yeah.
the guys in I can't talk in the US. There we go. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like like for example, if I go over to America, I'm always come back and I'm like, oh, everyone's really nice. Everyone's really positive. It's
Yeah.
amazing. But it's over here because we watch a lot of doom and gloom soaps and stuff like that.
It's a bit more
I
drab.
don't. Yeah, like you naturally start thinking that way because if you're at
Which
home
makes
and you're
sense.
watching it and you're going to work and you're stressed out and you start thinking negatively
You
about
get into the
yourself, about
cycle of
life.
negativity.
Exactly. And I think once you hit, and it sounds really silly, but I do believe that to me it was like I hit a button where I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Let me flip that from negative to positive, and every time I think of something or I do something, I try and think of it in a positive way. What am I positively going to get from it, personally myself? What do I want to achieve from it? Can I achieve? Do I think I'm going to achieve it? And I'm always going to say yes. I believe I can. And if I don't achieve
Yeah.
it, then
It just
you know what?
didn't
That's
happen.
fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not going to put me in a bad place. I'm going to
Right.
learn from it. I'm going to grow from it.
That just hearing you say that and like just knowing you for the course of years, like you've changed so much. It's insane. Like just like your mindset. Like I'm just so like happy to hear that. It's so much better for you, and it's nice to hear.
Honestly, I can't. It's really hard to explain like how much. I mean, to people that don't know me, that
Yeah.
how much like off camera in a sense, because I have to keep remembering that people are watching my life like it's not like a live stream, or like to yourself, like we
No,
obviously talk personally.
they only know what you show them.
That's it, exactly. And I think naturally in my videos I've been like, hey, you're right guys, blah, 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 blah. And there could be like a load of crap going on in my life.
But no one will know.
Yeah, exactly. So my mentality online looks like I'm positive. I've always been that way, but actually I've been quite the opposite to a lot of things.
Right.
Quite ambitious. Well, ambitious, is that the right word? Daydream me kind of
It's
thing.
like a facade almost.
Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
went through a phase where I was trying to convince
You were
myself.
trying. Well, I think it's you wanted to have that. So you
Yeah.
thought by acting like that on camera you would get it, but then I feel like it actually makes it more negative because you're like, I'm really not that, and it makes that apparent.
That is literally spot on because I would come off camera and it sounds really silly, but rather than being like, hey guys, you're right, welcome to today's video, and the camera switch off, I'd be like,
Good.
Right,
It's
okay,
not
well,
it.
now I want
You're
something
not
to
there.
drink, something to eat. Yeah, like I was just like, oh,
Hmm.
slip back into my mundane life kind of thing. Whereas actually,
Yeah,
I've now found that balance of actually that person that I am on the camera is
it's closer
a
to
part
that.
of, yeah, it's a part of me that
Yeah, it
actually
is
is just
you.
expressed more, but I need to put that positive, happy me back into my mundane life. And that's what I
Your actual self.
exactly, yeah. And I think that's one thing that's one of the biggest things that I think I learned in 2018.
Yeah.
And then I had to then not only put that back into my life, but then put that within my life into different aspects of it.
Hmm.
And work life became better. Um, Social life became better as well. Actually, especially towards
Yeah.
the end of the year, I actually went out a lot more. Um, just my mentality overall, I think, it's just changed a lot.
That's the
And
thing, though.
mm,
It's once you change like one aspect and just one way you think, then it's going to start to seep into everything else.
that's
It's
it.
like when you start to see things more positively, you're going to get more positive back. That's just how it works.
Exactly. That's so true.
Yeah.
Yay!
That's the thing. Is like I remember saying to you, like, 'cause we've been doing YouTube. Well, I think I uploaded my first video like end of 2012, 2013. So
Oh
however many years
God,
that is.
yeah.
And like I remember every year I'd say to you that this is our year and like this is the year we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
we
think
did,
it's like
yeah.
I said it, but like I didn't fully believe it. But now it's that thing of like
Yeah.
it's of course I like I believe it now, but it's like I don't feel like I have to say it to make it happen. Like I just feel like it's gonna happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just like now it just is.
It's not now just like words that are, pushed
Yeah.
out behind like by positivity and stuff and
Hmm.
wanting to get there. It's like actually you kind of start you actually that's where your life's going to go because you're doing the right things
Yeah.
alongside that to kind of guide you into it. Um, yeah, no, I agree with you
Yeah,
on
that's how
that,
it feels.
100%.
It's like I had a thought. Wait, it was gone.
Oh no! I have this
It's
phobia.
like okay. It's like I would say that and be like, yeah, we're gonna make it, but then in my head I'm being like, but it hasn't happened yet. We only have this amount of subscribers, so it's like I had the positive with the negative pullback, so it wasn't gonna go anywhere because I'm still thinking negatively. But it's like now I'm just thinking we're gonna make it without like the who. Like it doesn't matter how many subscribers we have or whatever. Like you don't know what can happen.
That's so
So it's
true.
just I'm leaving it up to the universe. I'm saying we're gonna make it, so we're gonna make it.
Exactly. You're sending it out there, and so the universe will provide and give it back.
Yeah,
It's so true.
it's kind of simple. It's
Yeah.
I say it's simple, but it's hard to learn to let go of all that negativity and just like let things be.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. That's the thing,
Yeah,
isn't it? I think a lot of times you kind of have to move on from that negative and just kind of accept it as what it is, but just
yeah,
tell yourself that I'm not going to let that impact my life going forward. So learn
right.
from that, and then like if it's a lesson to be learned, if not, then it's just a negative
Yeah.
strike. Then that's fine as well. But yeah, as long as
Well,
you
that's
don't drag it.
interesting what you just said because I remember I've read a lot of books and stuff like that about like manifesting a lot of attraction. And one point that like stuck with me is that the things that are happening right now in your current moment are because of your past. So it doesn't mean what you're doing right now is affecting what's happening. It's like so if I keep thinking in this negative way, then I'm never going to get to a positive future. Because like if I change how I think now, then I'll get that stuff in the future. Just because I don't have it now doesn't mean I'm not going to get it.
Exactly. Like that is
So
so
it's like,
true.
yeah,
I think
that was like a
what's
big like aha moment.
yeah, see that's the kind of moments I felt I've had as well. Is those kind of
Hmm.
moments, and I think with me when I can get into those kind of situations where I'm a bit like, oh God, am I wasting my
Down
time with
about it.
YouTube? That kind of thing. And I've been
Hmm.
uploading for so long, and now what's the point? Because when I upload, no one's going to watch it.
Yeah, right.
So I thought, you know what, I kind of need not clarification, but I kind of need to kind of see someone, and it not
Yeah, you can
necessarily
help.
someone who's in the medical profession or anything like that. But I actually thought, you know what, I'm going to go and see a psychic medium, and I
Yeah.
went to one in end of October, I think it was,
Hmm.
and I've never been to her before. I've been to one in my area
Yeah, I remember you've been to
for
one
a couple of
before.
times, yeah, and I told about my future, that kind of thing, and told a lot of stuff that I've never told anyone and that she said to me, and it was really interesting. But I went to
Yeah.
one in October, and I can't tell you how much it's almost like she's kind of put a bow on my year as to like,
Yeah,
I'm not saying my year was like amazing or whatever, but it's kind of like, here's your year, package it up, that's it.
this is what it
Here's
was.
your life lessons that you
Yeah,
learned. Here's everything with a little bow on top. You've learned it now.
all
Like
simple.
now you've got to
Move
move
on.
on. That's literally how I felt, and um, it was so bizarre because I walked in there and I was like bubbly me. I sat down, we're like chilling, we hit it
Yeah.
off, we were like mates and all this kind of thing. We're like, she's so sweet,
Yeah.
and she got me to hold these two balls. One was like obsidian. I forgot what the other one was.
Hmm.
And as soon as she got me to like rotate them, and as soon as I came back to her, she instantly her face has changed because she then
Really.
felt it was almost like, and she said what I was doing was like, she's like, I get, she goes, do this with the balls because it's so it's I have a crude mind, so I'm really sorry. Okay, so
So do I. We're moving on.
so she's like, yeah, keep doing this with the objects, to keep circling because what it'll do, it'll collect your energy and I'll feel a lot from you as a person
Yeah,
from
she
it.
can read it.
Yeah, I mean, during that time
Hmm.
while I was doing that for a while, she was doing card reading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she took them off me, the objects, and I was like, I thought, oh, okay, like she hasn't really changed for a while, for a split second, she hadn't.
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh, she goes, a lot's happened, and then she talks about stuff from my past, which is
Wow.
very like dark in a sense. And I think where I had talked to someone about my past and whatnot, I think where thought I was sorted and over it, actually there was still a little bit of me that wasn't.
Yeah.
Um, and the fact that she spoke about it and she kind of hit the nail on the head in a really weird way, which made me believe that she is great at what she does and it's
Just,
true and it's all genuine.
yeah.
Um, and she just talked about it. She was like, you need to move forward and you need to, step into this new you that you deserve and that kind of thing as
Right.
well. And I learned so much from her. Um,
Yeah.
and about myself and also about what my future holds. And she's like, you're going to
Right.
have person, a husband, it's going to be amazing, all
Yeah.
this. She goes, she explained another side of me as well about my sexuality, which I
Yeah.
hadn't even realised. And as soon as she said it, I was like, this makes so much sense.
Makes sense. It's me.
Holy crap. Yeah, because she goes, she goes, there's some days that you wake up and she goes, because she thought she was going to insult me at one point. She goes,
Oh.
I'm really sorry. She goes, but if this makes sense, please tell me because I feel okay to say it. She goes, but I'm just going to
Yeah.
say it and just, forgive me if you take it personally. But you kind of, you'll wake up and you'll feel more feminine these days. And she goes, but then other days you're more masculine. I was like,
Mm.
I hadn't said a word to her. I said, I
Yeah.
can't
How would you
believe
know?
how accurate that is. And when she goes, it's because and it's very rare that I meet people like this. You've got two. It's almost like you've got two spirits, not external
Mm.
spirits within me, like
No.
my
Right.
soul.
Internal. Yeah. Like soul
Yeah,
level.
that's it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
there are people out there that have this, and some days you want to be like this side of you will come out more, and the other side of you will come out
Yeah.
more the other days. And it makes
That's
so much sense
interesting.
because some days I'm like, I just want to hang out with some guys, some of my male friends, just hang out
Yeah.
and be a bit of a geek. Like I do a lot
Yeah.
of gaming. Not
Gaming.
saying
Right.
that gaming is
Geek girls.
for
Yeah.
yeah,
But
totally,
it's
but
the more like masculine, or what you do
yeah,
with your guy friends.
yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah.
But then there are days sometimes where I'm like, oh my god, like I want to look up the latest makeup. I want to watch makeup videos because some days I don't want to watch them. Um,
Yeah.
and it's so true. She said it, and I kind of felt like I rebalanced myself of that side of me, and it's beautiful. And then
Well,
she
it's
spoke
almost like
about
now you can acknowledge both of them.
exactly. I think that's what it was for me. I think I just felt like I could actually kind of just ride it and not go, there's something
Like it's
wrong.
okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
this is just me. And
Yeah.
and again, that was just like an acceptance for myself. And
Yeah.
then I was able to
You
then
have
kind
to
of
come
like,
to.
yeah, it's kind of like being able to self-love and as well and accept myself.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then she went on to talk about my future husband, which was very sweet
Yeah.
because he was like, you've got more of a feminine side, which I do, and more of
Yeah.
feminine tendencies. He goes, but he'll balance you out because he'll have more masculine,
Masculine. It's a balance of
which
energy.
is perfect for me because I love masculinity. Masculinity to me is very sexy. Not that feminine isn't.
Yeah, but it's
Femininity.
just you have a preference.
Exactly. And she goes, she goes, I've got the name Ethan. So little old me went out and bought.
That's really weird.
Why?
I don't want to divulge information, but someone I know is now involved with someone with that name. I won't divulge too much because it's a public podcast, but
Yes,
I'll
yes,
message
yes.
you later.
Afterwards, we'll
Because
be
that
having a
name
chat.
now has significance to me, which is weird.
That is very strange because I went out.
That's weird.
This is how silly I am. I'm a little bit silly with these kind of things. So I went out,
Yeah.
and this was just before Christmas. So I went out, and we went the next day with my friend Carolyn.
Yeah.
We went to a shop that sold little ornaments for Christmas trees, and it was a little elf. I think he's just up there. Little
Yeah.
elf, when I say up there, yes, I'm happy to admit my Christmas tree is still up and I haven't taken it down.
Still up.
I'm
It's okay.
terrible. It
It's
is
still
kind of,
winter.
it is, it's still winter. Exactly.
You're
So,
fine.
I'm pitching that excuse. And it literally is an elf that says Ethan on it. But I did
Mm-hmm.
that not because I'm like, oh my god, my future husband's going to be
Same.
Ethan. But it's kind of like,
Yeah.
every time I look at it, for me, it's a very positive
It's
thing.
a
And then
reminder of what she said.
yeah, exactly. It's not. She didn't just go, "Oh, there's a guy that's going to be in your life, and you're going to be happy." It's like she said so much stuff that made sense.
Yeah.
So I have that now as a reminder.
Well, it's
And
like
then
also by having that, you're gonna attract that energy. Like even if his name's not Ethan, whatever, like it's still like the image of that guy that you're
yeah,
attracting.
see that's very true. And yeah, then there's so much more she told me about my future, um, my health, and that kind of stuff as well. And I needed
Mm-hmm.
to hear that because at that point I was misdiagnosed with something else
Yeah.
that was going to affect the rest of my life, and I wasn't happy
Mm.
about it. I was really struggling to accept it.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
difficult.
that's it. And then she said that, and I was like, okay, that actually, I don't. Why am I worrying so much now? Because all I'm
Right.
doing is making myself worse by
Feel worse
worrying.
about it.
Yeah, and then that just kind of
Hmm.
reconfirmed everything. Like I need to stop being negative on myself and put myself down and being harsh on myself.
Yeah.
I need to chill out with that.
It's really
Um,
hard.
oh my god, it's so hard. I think They say your worst critic is yourself,
Yep.
and
Oh,
I do believe
that was
that.
true for me. Yeah.
So true.
Because you could be
Yeah.
the meanest to yourself because no one's in your head hearing you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. But yeah, no, I
Yeah.
learned so much from her, so I'm really glad I saw her.
That's
Really
nice
good.
though.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
No, I definitely believe in all that sort of stuff, but that's a whole nother topic to get
Yeah,
into.
it is. We can go on to this.
Oh my god. I mean, so yeah, that's kind of like the biggest things that happened is I went traveling and I love
I
traveling. Like
loved your
Italy
photos.
was beautiful.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I want to go back. I want to live there. I love it. And I'm coming to see you again soon
Yes, you
because we're
are.
going to, well, as of now, it's Ireland, Scotland, and London, so we'll be meeting up again.
That's so
So that's exciting.
exciting.
Yeah, we make this a thing now. Like every year we travel somewhere, so that's just nice. Which leads into my next topic, I guess. That's too formal. But I stepped away. I feel like the whole of last year I stepped away from YouTube. I think it's just because so much was happening in my life that I just had to live it, and I couldn't. Like it was too much to post a video or like do something that didn't feel genuine with just everything else going on. So I took a break, and especially over Christmas break because she was back for break, and like I was just hanging out with her and relationship stuff like that, and holidays. There's a lot going on, and I was doing the whole thing of thinking, like, is YouTube even the right thing, or am I clinging on to like a dream that I had back in high school that I still want to make it? It was like kind of coming to that thing of, do I still want to do it? Do I not want to? And then I remembered I had a blog. I think I started like 2 years ago, and I'm like, when I went to Italy this summer, I started writing again. I brought a journal, and I really fell back in love with writing. I was like, why don't I just try something different and go down a different path? Because who knows what's going to happen. So I spent like, I think like 2-3 weeks or a month going on and creating a website for myself and like re-uploading those old blog posts, and I wrote a new one. And I just launched that, so that's me. You can check it out. I'll put it in the link below.
Yes.
I have a website now for my blog. So that's really exciting.
That's
And then,
awesome.
yeah, I was thinking I also want to get back into like art and do, because YouTube is art technically and it's more creative, but I wanted to do more physical art. So I was thinking, what do I like? And I was like, I could do painting or drawing or like graphic stuff, but it wasn't clicking with me. And then I was thinking of traveling and how much I love traveling, and like I took photos while I traveled. So then I put the two and two together. So now I'm just taking my photos that I've taken on my trip and like transferring them onto canvases and starting to sell those.
I
So
love
that's
that.
exciting. So those are now on sale also on my website.
And I do recommend them.
Just self-promo.
I have personally checked out the website myself as well, so definitely
Yeah.
the link will be in the description down below, guys. Go and check it out. Go show some love as well to Jackie on the
Thank
blogs
you.
as well. I love that though. I think that, and you hit it nail on the head. I think when you said
Yeah.
that when it comes to YouTube, you have to kind of remind yourself that YouTube is a creative platform. It's
It
not
is.
just uploading videos and like of just you doing stuff. Like
It
random
depends
stuff,
on how you
talking.
take it.
Exactly, yeah. Like it's kind of like a platform where you can kind of fluctuate yourself and your ambitions and your creativity.
Yeah.
That's so true, actually. Yeah. Oh my god. And I love.
You forget that it's creative because you get so stuck in the I have to get subscribers. I have to make money. Like, it's become such a company thing. You
Yeah,
forget that it is a more creative job.
that's so true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so true. Actually,
Yeah.
because you've started a blog, haven't you, as you just said.
Yeah, that's
Um,
just launched.
and I don't know if I've told you this or not. So
What?
I can't remember. I don't know if I have or not. I don't know.
Not worried.
So I also launched a blog. Now, bear in mind,
What?
I know.
Hello?
Surprise! Yeah, so
What did this
my
happen?
so yeah, I suppose
Go, go. Tell.
Really quickly go back to the inspiration of it all. So
Yeah.
my friend Carolyn goes backpacking traveling a lot, and I can listen to her talk about traveling. She thinks I like she bores people. Bless her heart. She's ever so
Yeah.
sweet. But oh my god, I can listen to her talk because she doesn't go for. She doesn't go to hotels necessarily. She genuinely backpacks like
That's
the
the
hardcore
experience.
backpack. Yeah, and she really absorbs culture, and she's such a humble person, but she's so beautiful and
Yeah.
she's so funny and witty. It's amazing. I genuinely think you two would get on, Jackie. You and Carol.
Yeah, we need to meet
Oh
at some point.
my lord, I genuinely believe it. It's insane. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, but I want to start a blog because I see what you do on YouTube, Liam, and I love how you do it. But she said I wouldn't really do videos. I think I would like to do
Yeah.
mine in like a travel blog. I was like, oh my god, if you
That
do
makes so much
that,
sense.
I'm 100% a reader. So I don't really read much because I get to like in a book,
Yeah.
I'll get to page 2 and I've forgotten half what I
And it can
read.
be too
Not
much.
gonna
Yeah.
lie.
It's just
But
how you are.
blogs,
Not everyone reads.
that's it. And I think blogs to me, I find them easier to read because some of them are just like short snippets in a sense, and I
They're
like
easier to
that.
digest.
Yeah. And she said it, and I was like, you know what, actually, why don't I start one? I was but kind of talk about different aspects of my life and that kind of thing, and things that I don't necessarily talk about on my YouTube channel. So I
Yep.
started one. It's called, it's on WordPress, which I'm sure is a very popular
Yeah.
platform on
That's a huge
on
thing.
there as well, which I actually love it. And I was like, well, I don't
It's
want to call
easy
it
to use.
Liam Meade. I feel like that's a bit not pretentious. I don't think that's pretentious at all. But for me, I
Yeah.
wanted it to have a different identity. So I gave
Makes
it
sense.
an identity of kind of like what it is in one name. So it's called
Mm-hmm.
Ramblings of a Gay Guy.
You used that! I
I
used
used.
that years ago.
Yeah, we did. We discussed the name, didn't we? I do remember
Yeah.
now. So I used it, and I've kind of been setting it up. I'm still a bit new to the whole like laying out and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but I've got like my menus and stuff down, and I kind of wanted to have a long time to think about what I wanted to put up.
Yeah.
And some experiences
This
that I
is
want to talk
exciting.
about, I was going through still when I first launched it, but now
Right.
some of those are over. So like one of them being a straight crush, the guy that I had a straight crush on, who kind of, oh, you know about this one. I just
Yeah.
remembered you know about this one. So yeah, we ended up having, we went out for a meal, cause, yeah, we tried to meet up, went out for a meal, it wasn't great, really bad interaction,
Yeah.
and we just kind of I wouldn't say ended our friendship, but we kind of just, I said a few things in the car, it
Like,
wasn't rude, I'm very much a person that will just
yeah.
say, you know what, didn't like the way you spoke to me, don't agree with this, that, and the other, and see how he reacted. He didn't react like he was remorseful or apologetic at all. He blamed it on me. So
That's not
I
great.
think, yeah, so I think I decided that enough's enough. I'm not going to talk to him for a while. Haven't spoken to him
Yeah.
since, which is brilliant.
Wow,
That's been a
yeah.
few months. And yeah, so that was one of the things. I think I wanted that to end so I could talk about the experience without feeling
You were
like,
still in it.
yeah, I kind of want
It'd
that
be hard
experience.
to talk about.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, and I think that would have adjusted how I would have typed it. And all the stuff I put in there is very short. It's very straight to the point. So like
Yeah.
the Straight Crush series will be like mini snippets of different things that have
Oh,
happened
that's
between
smart.
us.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So rather than just like a
Yeah.
full blown story, because one, my punctuation is even terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do great at English. It is literally that's why I call it the ramblings of a straight guy.
Yeah,
Gay guy.
exactly.
Surprise! How strange.
Oh, that's new.
Got two kids. See, yeah, and I thought, you know what? I like this. This is really fun, and I don't have to upload any blogs or anything. Like
There's
X
no
times a
pressure with
week.
it.
That's it. It's random. It's a lot of fun. I love it. It's a lot of
I
fun.
love it too.
I haven't got a lot there to be honest. But it's
No,
so much
neither do I
fun.
right now, but it's there.
That's the thing. I think I always convince myself that I can never do it, but actually, I thought give it a try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I can always get rid of it. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
And it's up there. It's still up there. Again, link for that as well will be below. Whoop, whoop,
All the links are below. Self-promo.
So yeah, so that's on there as well. So
That's
go
so
check that out
exciting.
as well if you want to. You don't have to if you're not a blog person.
No, check it out.
They try to be like, oh no, honestly, don't force yourselves. But yeah, go and check it out.
It doesn't do anything to harm. Like, just check it out. You can always close out the tab.
That's it, exactly. Yeah, so, and that's another project, again. I think that that's, well, going back to what I said with wanting to start up new projects, in a sense.
Yeah.
That is another one of them that I want to start up, for sure. And the blog,
So
and I've done it. And it's nice, I think, because I've done that now, and I've actually started that up. I'm kind of like, okay, well, everything else, I can start that up as well. I don't know why I'm holding back. And that's what 2019 is going to be about for me, so.
Yes, that's exciting. That's how I feel, too. It's like, now that I'm doing stuff, like, actually doing it, not just thinking in my head, it's become so much easier to actually start stuff.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I can just now keep producing. And, like, the podcasts are back. Like, and now this is so easy to do. Like, I loved doing this before.
Same. There's so much
like,
fun.
it's just a nice place to just talk.
And we can just
That's what the thing with...
talk.
You go.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I was just saying, like, it's so nice because we can just talk. And a lot of this is like you say, you've got the topics in a sense written down, but it's literally freestyle. And I've never realised how much I enjoy uploading certain content so much until podcasts, where I'm like, I love freestyle like this. This is so much fun.
So do I.
And you just bounce off each other.
There's no pressure on it.
Exactly.
And I always like collabing. Like, it just makes sense. And I still believe to this day that the two of us is just, like, we're the team.
We
like, the dream team.
I'm in my head, I'm still like, I'm going to, like, move to America. I know that's happening in my life. I'm not putting a date or a year on it, but I'm moving there at some point.
It's happening at some point.
It's happening. I'm so ready for it.
It just, everything just makes sense now to happen.
It does.
It's like we grew and everything got left behind 2018 that needed to get left behind.
Yes, exactly. That's so true.
So, with the new year, we'll get into the second kind of topic, I guess.
Jeez!
About New Year's resolutions and what you think of New Year's resolutions. So, I mean, I don't have anything against New Year's resolutions. I kind of made them every year. But I think the problem is people can make them too broad. Like mine was like, eat healthier, lose weight, exercise more, like put out more YouTube videos, get subscribers. And I've gone into this year, like not even in that mindset. It's like I didn't set goals, like resolutions, I guess I'm trying to say. And I just started doing. Like for the weight loss thing, back, I think in 2013, in my senior year of high school, I joined Weight Watchers and did that for like a couple months and lost a lot of weight. So everyone was trying to convince me to like do that again for this year. So instead of making it a goal of just eating healthier and losing weight, I just joined it this year. And now, like, I'm just doing. Or like, instead of being like, I want to make a blog post or I want to start doing this, like, I just did it. Like, and I started doing it last year. It's like, the new year is a fresh slate and you have a new place to start things. And I believe that is like a new energy. Yeah. But I don't see the point of like setting lofty goals to do throughout the whole year. Like, just start doing stuff now. That's kind of how I see it.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing, isn't it? It's not like you've got to set yourself up for stuff, and because a lot of times, and as we know, is with New Year's resolutions, and a lot of people I see do it. They kind of set themselves up stuff, but they kind of set themselves up to fail.
Yeah, you do.
Because you don't. It's not like it's more like a.
It's not easy what you set.
No,
if you set huge goals.
And that's the thing. I think that's you can sit there and say it's like one of my. This sounds really weird where it came from, but my gay cousin's ex-partner.
Okay. Yes.
Going back to you. I know, I have to make sure I said that correctly. But, he said to me one day. He goes. The problem is that people think of weight loss as like when you say it, like, oh, a diet kind of thing.
Yes.
And diets always fail. Or you do lose weight, but then you put everything back on. What people need to start thinking of is they have the mentality of thinking of weight loss as a lifestyle change.
Mm-hmm. It's just changing how you live.
Exactly, yeah. And rather than just calling it a diet because, diets are that stereotypical thing where you...
I don't like, the term diet.
No, I'm not a fan of it. And ever since I've heard that, I've never really called it a diet. I might refer to it as weight loss in a sense because that's what I'm aiming to do.
Right.
But you'll never hear me say diet. It will always be a lifestyle change, and again, I think that comes back to like mentality as well. And I think with me for
Yeah.
this year is, I know I made a bit of a post on Twitter about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think self-love is a huge thing for me. I think,
Yeah.
um, I think
It's important.
yeah, I think I've done a lot of that
Extremely.
towards the end of this year, but 2018. But 2019,
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to carry that on and do that a bit more, as well as look after my health and that kind of thing as well. So I think a lot of it is, I think I'm kind of labeling it as a selfish year, but a
There's
healthy
nothing wrong with
level of
that.
that. Because I haven't
Yeah.
done that for years, so yeah.
Oh, that's really good. As I lose my voice.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good. No, I don't like how people make the term selfish like such a bad thing. Yeah, you can take it to an
Oh,
extreme, but if you don't put yourself first and you're worrying about everyone else, like then you're just ruining life for yourself.
that's it. Yeah.
Because you're only here once and you have to take care of yourself.
That's it. I think when in self love comes with like arrogance, vanity, then it's kind of like a negative thing because when you fall
If it
into that,
starts hurting other people,
yeah,
then it's bad.
exactly, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, self love never hurt anybody. So
No, we should all have it. It's
yeah,
hard to accept and I'm still working on it. Gonna be working on it probably the rest of my life, but it gets better.
exactly. And yeah, it's such a crucial thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I haven't set like like I have ideas of what I want long term and like dreams I have, but as for the year I just wanna do. I guess I just wanna like work and do stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like not setting the goal of losing weight, it's like I just set up the plan to actually make it happen.
And it will
So
just
like
naturally happen after that plan set in place.
yeah. No, it's nice because like I started I think a week or two ago and I've already lost 6 pounds doing it. So it's like now I see that if I just do it, I'm gonna get a result from it.
I
And
like
it's like
that.
just changing my mindset and everything and like going back into YouTube and stuff like that. Like I have one video I have planned, but like I want to come at YouTube as not a stressful thing and just
Yes.
uploading what I want and like figuring out what I want to upload and just being happy with that and not caring what other people think.
Yeah, I
It's like,
100% know where you're coming from with that because that's something
yeah,
that is very similar to me.
yeah. It's just like taking everything that I've learned from 2018 and letting it be because it's in the past, but then also bringing what I've learned into 2019 to make it a better year.
That's so
So
true.
yeah, that's my 2019 plan. It's a
Yay!
plan without a plan.
I like that though. I think it's quite nice in a sense because you're kind of like you're starting up your your startup post for things that you want to achieve, but you're not giving
hmm
them a finish line because you just want them to naturally progress.
Because you don't
And
know when anything's going to happen.
exactly,
It
yeah.
could happen next week. It could happen next month. 2 years. You have no idea.
And that's the thing as well. I think that leaves you pressure free in a sense then, because
hmm
like regards to weight loss, especially for myself. Actually, now you've said that, I'm like,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, I'm not going to set myself like, oh, I will in a month's time I want to be X amount of stone lighter. Actually, I'm just going to
It
just
does. Some
try my
people it works
hardest.
for, but
Yeah,
it doesn't work for me.
no. And now you've said that actually, that makes me realise that it's the same for me. It doesn't work for me
Yeah.
because I think I feel like I'm pressured. No, it's not that I give up, but I kind of think once other people
There's so
start
much stress
going,
on it.
yeah, once people go, oh, are you going to hit that target?
Yep.
Kind of thing. And it's
Like,
like, oh, don't turn it
it's
into a
now everyone
negative.
else knows, and it's too much.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's so true. Oh my God. I'm going to apply that to
Yeah.
my goals now.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No problem.
I love that.
I
Oh.
literally could like talk for hours. Like
I,
I could just record another one right now. This is the problem.
I that is the same as me. I was literally just sat here just thinking to myself, I said when I was rambling earlier, which is good rambling obviously, not to put a
Yeah.
negative spin on it, but when I was rambling earlier, I was like, I could talk for flipping ages about so
Hours.
much. And I'm glad you kept
hmm
saying we should do a podcast about this. It kind of reminded me, it's like, oh my God, yeah, don't say too much because you want to leave this stuff with
Yeah,
podcasts.
it gave
That'd
me
be
like more
amazing.
ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh
So
my
more
God.
podcasts to come in the future.
Yes, so look out for
This is
those.
happening.
This is so exciting. But
I
yeah,
know.
guys, I hope you have enjoyed this podcast. It has been
Yeah.
so much fun recording this.
So much rambling.
So much rambling. Yeah, that is so much. Guys, don't forget as well to check out the links down below for
All the
Jackie's
links.
website, blogs as well. And check out those little photo frames. They're really cute. I love them. I just want to eat
Thank
them.
you. Yeah, selling little canvases.
They're so cute. And
Thank
also
you.
don't forget to check out my blog as well. Go to our individual
Yep.
channels as well. There
Yep.
may not be much content on them at the moment, but don't
We will
judge.
start uploading good quality content that we believe
Yes,
in.
we're coming back with a bang, which is really exciting. exciting. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to give this podcast a big old thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Comment down below if anything that you picked up on this, what your goals for 2019 are.
How your 2018 was, what you learned.
I want to know what people's 2018s have been like. I want to know.
I know.
It
was a lot for me, so was it a lot for you?
Yes, let us know. What's yours as adventurous hours? But yeah, that is it from this podcast. I hope you have enjoyed this series of Fated Friends. And until next time, I suppose it's goodbye from us, Jackie.
It's goodbye for now.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.